Hey guys, Cage Reseller here, back at you with the What's Sold videos for week 6 of 2023. Starting out with some eBay orders. Recent storage unit find, this Funko Pop Exordia from Yu-Gi-Oh! Sold for like 25 bucks, free ship. Make a little bit of money on that. Upside down Olaf. This came from buying something online, I think. This actually came from overseas, Australia, I think. But it's over 12 bucks. Probably not going to make any money on that. Better Home and Garden, is that what this is? Yeah. Value pack of Fraser cut fur, fresh cut Fraser. Smell really good, but it's after Christmas, so I don't know why someone's buying that. But and we got Zero from Night Before Christmas. He sold for like 20. I think I paid 3 or 4 for him, clearance down. We got a Build-A-Bear, Panther. Oh, not Panther, Panda Bear. This pink and white panda sold for like 15 bucks, part of my 30% off promotion. No sound or anything, but it did sell. I got a troll back here. Let me see if I can get him without breaking him. This troll, Arensbach troll, sold for like 48 bucks. Probably won't be very fun to ship because it's pretty big, but I'll do my best to package it up, make it there safely. Books sell. Out of the recent storage unit that I bought, that I paid like very cheap for, these 3 books right here, $150 for these 3 books. These are Prayer of the Faithful Maronite, if that's how you say it correctly. I think that's how you say it, Maronite. Volumes 1, 2, and 3. 150 bucks for those. And then these 4 books sold for around $120. This is, they all sold for like, 30, about the same $30. Mystic of Fire and Light. Hymns of Divine Love. Early Fathers from the Philokalia, if that's how you say that. I think that's how you say it, at least. And then this one's like the ladder of something. But either way, really good value in books. Also had a really good plush sale, $150 for this plush that came out of the storage unit. So storage units are paying off for sure. This one may not have paid off enough yet, but 150 bucks for 140 actually for this Cuphead Mugman. If you ever find the bigger version of Cuphead, the tag is still there. It does have some damage to it. I noted that in the listing. And I have another one that should sell for 250 or so. It's King Dice. But yeah, Blue Devil Cuphead plush, like 18 or 22 inches long, I think is what he was. Also sold a radio. This came out of a storage unit that I probably shouldn't have bought. I bought this one. I bought 3 in the same day, and then I bought 1 like 4 days later. This at least pays for the unit. This sold for 45 bucks. It's a Cobra 29 LTD classic radio. Someone on Facebook actually flipped me the bird because I marked it as sold, because somebody bought it on eBay and they'd asked me a question on Facebook about the details of the unit, and then I marked it as sold and they flipped me the bird on Facebook. So yeah, Facebook's a really fun site to sell on sometimes. And then I got 3 Amazon sales, 2 Evangelicas sold for 47 plus shipping for those. And then this one I actually got last year in Jacksonville whenever I went to the meetup there. This is Amy. She paid 7 bucks for her. She sold for 30 bucks plus shipping. It took a while to find her, but luckily I was able to jog my memory and be like, oh yeah, that's where I put that stuff, because this stayed in the Camaro for a long time. But I eventually took it out whenever I think I went to Pensacola recently or something. I cleared out the car because I thought I might be taking a decent amount of inventory back. But anyways, $30 for this one. And that's it for sales to start out the week. Here are the sales for today. As you can tell from back here, that's the best item. $185 plus shipping on Mercari for this Panasonic VHS TVR combo set with the remote and the manual and the instruction manual. Yeah, it's a very good sale. I also got a decent amount of plush going out. The Serengeti plush sold for like 12. This lobster plush sold for 18 or so. Got that at the Benz in Mobile on my recent trip there. Roxy the cat and Cameron the cat. These both sold for around 15 each to different buyers. We also got some hats. These 2 Saint hair hats. I paid like not much for these. I think these are actually probably free. 28 bucks for those. 26 bucks for this Cardinals hat that I got in a big hat lot that I bought a long time ago now. Stewart for like 10 bucks, a Minion. 3 Funkos. Super Cyan sold for 21. King Deadpool from the recent storage unit sold for like 20. To me, it's free at this point, so I don't have to worry about, saying I paid 10 for it and I'm not losing money. So I'm making money on that. This Funko Pop Teletubbies sold for 105. They are still sealed in there, so I'm not going to open them and show y'all, but I paid probably 50 or 60 for those originally. Moving on to Amazon orders. Smooches for 14 plus ship. Use Valentine's Beanie Boo. Caparine for like 9 plus ship. I paid 3 or 4 for her. $38 plus ship for the Sony DVD-R 30-minute 3-disc set. And then Wilfred sold for around 40 bucks, paid $6 for him. And that's it for sales for today. Tomorrow's gonna be a fun one. So at the end of yesterday's video, I teased that tomorrow was gonna be really good. Well, yesterday I listed 2 books and they sold pretty fast after I listed them. I was going through some stuff from a recent storage unit out in the garage, and it was in a briefcase that I couldn't really get to open. I eventually was able to get it open. I found two of these manuals right here. This is Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. This is the first edition, this is the second edition. Well, this one right here, this book / spiral-bound notebook, this sold for $1,100. $1,100 for one book. This one sold for $550. Yo, that's $1,600 on 2 random books, and they're going to the same buyer as well. They're going to Rhode Island, actually, out of all places. But yeah, that's an amazing way, midweek sale. Like, whew. To top it off, this one, Russian Catacomb Saints, this sold for 200 bucks on auction. I looked all these up on WorthPoint. If you don't have WorthPoint and you're doing storage units, you should have WorthPoint, because WorthPoint's amazing on this kind of stuff. Terapeak didn't even have some of it on there. It did for one of these, like the Diagnostic Manuals, the first edition of this one. It actually, I found a listing on eBay. It said best offer accepted. It was listed for $1,250, $1,250, and I had to go to Terapeak to see what it actually sold for. WorthPoint had it as well, but it sold for $900. So I was like, okay, I'll put mine at $1,200. We'll see what happens. Well, I got an offer of $1,100 within an hour of listing it. I waited another hour or 2 and then accepted that offer. The same person also bought full price for that other one, $550. So yeah, pretty good book sales, I would say, right? Yeah, you can say that. This one sold for 20 bucks, 21 bucks, Philokalia. One person over in the Netherlands has been buying a lot of my books, and they bought this one. They also bought the Catacomb book, but the other one went to Rhode Island. Other sales, other than that, this sold for $99. I think it's Johnny Cage action figure. I got this at Walgreens for like 20 bucks. Mercari, Tachulu, that's how you say his name. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know. But this is from Toys R Us, actually. Toys R Us exclusive. I got this probably for 8 bucks at Toys R Us or something. Sold for like 35 bucks. It'll actually ship first class. The Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, so these things are selling. Another Kansas City Chiefs mascot plush, or cheerleader plush, technically speaking. She sold for like 26 bucks, I think. Sylveon Funko Pop for 20 bucks. Came from one of the recent storage units. This silver plate, this sold for like 22 or 23. It'll cost 8 bucks to ship. I think I paid 3 or 4 for it. This Ole Miss shirt sold for 19 bucks. I probably paid $1 or 2 for that. And now moving on to Amazon orders, which pale in comparison to eBay for this day. Probably my best sales day ever if you consider those 2 books, all 3 of those books for like $18.50. Yeah, eBay crushed it. Twinkles for 40 bucks plus shipping. Paid 6 for that one. 3 Evangelicas. 2 of these sold for 48. 1 sold for 50. This one that sold for 50 sold within like a couple minutes of me posting it, on making it available on eBay, on Amazon. The clip for around 12 plus ship. And then Sully and Boo paid like 6 or 7 at Walgreens, sold for 35 plus ship. And that's it for sales tip for today. Yeah, I'm also gonna have some really good sales coming up in the next couple of days, because there's some relics that came out on those storage units as well that are, one's bid up to $300, one's bid up, 2 of them are bid up over $100. So sales are gonna be very good. This might be my best week ever on eBay. So this is technically Thursday's what sold, but I'm filming it Wednesday night, so I'm wearing the same shirt that y'all saw earlier in the last clip. Let's go ahead and get these orders done so I can go sourcing tomorrow. Tomar Squishmallows, these sold for I think 18 plus ship. I paid 5 each for these. Also sold another Evangelica. This one sold for 50 bucks plus shipping. I paid 11 for her. Priscilla, the peacock, sold for like 15 plus ship. Paid 6. Evangelica for 11. Paid 2 or 3. This was a cool one. Sewer Surfer Raphael. I think it's, yeah, Raphael. Sold for only sold for 20 bucks, but I paid like $1 for it at the thrift store, so it's not too shabby. Elvis sold for 25, I think. This one was listed for a while, and I put it part of the 30% off sale, and it finally sold. But it's free to me at this point, so it's free profit. This came out of the recent storage units. Leafeon figure, Pokemon figure, Eevee and Friends Leafeon. So 34 for this, I think, on Mercari. This is Lila Yamamoto. It's a rainbow high doll, I believe. She sold for 23 or 25, somewhere in that range. Last but not least, on Amazon, some chapstick. I paid 20 cents for each one of these. It's a pack of 12 chapsticks. So I probably paid 2 or 3. They sold for, I think, 16 plus shipping, somewhere in that range. So good sale there, and that's it for the what solds for Thursday, technically speaking. So yeah, not too many, but I'll have some high dollar ones coming up because I have some auctions ending, and some of those auctions are at least 3 of them are over $100. So we'll see what they end at whenever I come back with the next what sold. All right, it's Thursday morning. I had a couple more sales I wanted to share with y'all before I head out to go sourcing today. Had to get them shipped. This Donald Duck sold for 10 bucks. Luckily, it'll ship first class. I think it cost like $6 to ship, so I'll make a little bit of money on that. I sold 3 more Evangelica clip squishmallows. These all sold for like 11 or 12 plus ship. I think I paid $2.50 each for those. Sold this license plate for $70. It's Disney Tokyo at Sea grand opening. I've had this for about over a year now. Actually, I got it whenever I was sourcing with Kayla up in Kentucky. So yeah, had that for a while. And then this book from the recent storage units sold for like $35. This is the first book that sold on Amazon out of all those. Most of y'all have seen all the ones that have sold have been on eBay. So this one sold on Amazon. And now I'll come at you with some of the good sales from the auctions that ended today. Here are the pre-weekend sales. I kind of teased it again, saying there's going to be some good sales. Here they are. These relics is what these are. Reliquary relics. This one right here is Giuliani. Sold for like $137. This one right here, I think the name on this one is Newman. Sold for $100. This one right here, which is Julie Billiart, sold for like $125 or so. The best one was this one. This one sold for $300 for this reliquary relic. It's tiny. It's Crucius DNJC. C-R-U-C-I-S. If y'all ever see relics, who would have known? They came out of the recent storage unit. Also had some other decent sales as well. Nothing quite like that though, but these Dalmatians, a bunch of like 20 Dalmatian puppies, like they're tiny little plush, sold for $70 I believe on eBay. Godfather DVDs, these sold for $25 or $26. These were just in my recent sourcing video that y'all saw on Thursday. Bonnie Bunny Toes. This came out of the blue box from one of the most recent plush hauls I did. This one sold for $31, so it pays for the blue box by itself. Usually sometimes there's at least one item in there that paid for the whole box. 2 plaques. This is St. Anthony. This one sold for $20, I think $20.50. This Synaxis of the Saints sold for $26. It's a little wood plaques. This Eagles shirt, Super Bowl's coming up. Actually this weekend when I'm showing this on Monday. This sold for like $25. It's a vintage shirt. There was some condition issues on it, which is why it was so cheap. It would have been worth a lot more. It was like Logo 7, which is a good brand if you ever see it. This Humpty Dumpty plush sold for $50 or $60. It's a vintage plush toy. It's a rattled in there. So yeah, that was essentially new. I didn't label it as new. I think I put it like new because it does have some damaging to the package, but really cool find there. This I've had for a while, Harley Davidson flag. I got this whenever I was going garage selling with Leanne, random chick picker, in Jacksonville last year. So yeah, it finally sold for like 17 bucks. Randy the Raccoon sold for $29.99, I think. Paid like $1 or $2 for him sometime last year. Another book, Vatican, for like 20 plus ship on Amazon. So I'm selling a couple of the Amazon books now. And then I got some plush on Amazon as well, some Beanie Boos. Nora and Scooter picked these up yesterday on my sourcing trip. These sold for around 25 plus ship. I paid $6 each for those. Tasha sold for around the same. Paid around the same. Priscilla for like 15 plus ship. I got her for $6 at Walgreens. Tinkerbell for 24, 25 plus ship. I paid $6 at Walgreens as well for that one. This one I paid $1 for at Walmart a long time ago. Sold for like $6 plus ship. And then Balana the cow sold for 35 plus ship. The cows always sell better. 35 plus ship, and I paid like $6 for that. Also sold 2 of these lounge chairs. I'm not sure why, but they sold for $1.98 on eBay plus ship. I think I might have put in the wrong offer price or something because I don't remember ever putting these that cheap. But I'm gonna ship it out anyways. We'll see. Yeah, but $1.98 for these plus shipping for 2 of them. And that's it for the sales, pre-weekend sales. Hopefully the weekend will be good. I don't have any big auctions ending, so probably won't be as good as these sales were, but hopefully I'll have some decent ones to show y'all. Here are the sales for the weekend. Compared to the rest of the week, they're not so great, but I'll share them with you anyways. I sold a Pendleton blazer / sport coat for 55 bucks. Sold on eBay actually. I've had it listed for a while now. Glad to get that out of here. It'll go in a padded flat rate, I think. Eevee, this came out of the recent storage units. Eevee sold for like 14 or 15 bucks free ship, so not too much money there. Best sale, probably this right here. This Baton Rouge Kingfish. It's with a hockey stick in his hand. This used to be a minor league hockey team in Baton Rouge, Louisiana that has been gone for a long time now, but the stuff around it, if you ever find Baton Rouge Kingfish or any other minor league baseball, hockey, whatever sport, you should pick it up probably. 70 bucks for this guy. Sold a Donald Trump shirt for 19 or 20. I've had this listed for a long time as well. Funny enough, it's going to Thomas Brady. That's the person who bought it. Not the Tom Brady, I don't think. Fujifilm Instax camera. It didn't work. It still sold for 20 bucks or 17 plus ship on Facebook out of all places. Sold pretty fast too. But I put parts only, does not work. So, but still a little bit of profit there. Another eBay sale. Another book, Christian Prayer of the Liturgy. Books just keep selling. I got another one also sold on Amazon. I'll show you all in a second. But this one sold for like $39.99, I think. Something like that. A Facebook sale, another one. Longhorns, Texas Longhorns hat. Sold for 13 plus ship. Just picked that up a day or two ago and got it listed. You're not able to see what these are, but it's Little People, or Fisher Price Little People, little action figures, sweet loving family. These sold for 22 bucks out of all, this is really random they sold for that much, but I had them listed for a while. Pikachu Deadpool sold on Mercari for like 16 free ship. Got this at a storage unit as well. Got this at a yard sale for $1. It's Avatar Jake Sully with his gun. He sold for $29.99 or $29 on Mercari. Mercari doesn't do $29.99. This Vulcan paintball jersey shirt sold on Poshmark for like 16 plus shipping. So a good sale there. And the last eBay sale is these Lego manuals for like $23.99, I think they are. It's Lego manual 6205, 7, 9, and 10. So a lot of these together because they weren't really worth selling individually. So I wouldn't get much money out of them. It wouldn't be worth it for my time. There's the other book that sold $9 plus shipping on Amazon, free to me. Slippers sold for like 15 plus ship, paid 65 cents for that one. These two sold for around 9 plus ship. I think I paid 2 or 3 for those. Evangelica for 50. Always will sell this one. I need to get more of it listed. But yeah, I paid 11 for that. I just picked these up over my recent sourcing trip. Owen, the owl, sold for like 20 plus ship, paid 6. Gilbert sold for 30 plus ship, paid 6. These two I also picked up, Tinkerbell and Dizo. Yeah, Dizo. Dizo sold for like 19. Tinkerbell sold for 24. Power Ranger plush, paid $1, sold for 50 bucks. Had it for a long time now, you're not going to find that. Lynn, the Frankenbear, I paid $6.99 for him. He sold for 24 plus ship. And the best Amazon sale, this guy right here, Mayor, Nightmare Before Christmas, sold for 80 bucks plus shipping. I think I paid $14.99 for this one. And that's it for sales for the video. I think at total sales, I wound up over $5,000, which is really good for me for 1 week. But yeah, probably my best week ever on, considering all the platforms thrown together with those, 2 books sold for $1,600, the Relic sold for $600, some other books sold for around $250. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard to replicate that. That's really good. Also, beginning of February is usually a dead period per se in eBay world. Sunday today was a pretty bad day. I don't think I've sold a single item on eBay today, so, but at least I sold a lot over the last week. So thanks for coming along for the journey, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite sale. Mine's obviously going to be the $1,100 book, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching.